What is going on, YouTube world? Austin Zaback here, coming to you with another YouTube video. And in today's video, I'm going to update you on everything stimulus package related. Okay, I believe, what is today? April 22nd. So we're going to update you on everything new with the stimulus checks. Okay, this will include the SBA Loan program. I'm going to give you a quick update on the $1,200 stimulus check. And we're going to pretty much just talk about everything stimulus check related and all of the newest updates. So make sure you stay till the very end of the video if you want to get the very newest updates. As of today, the Senate has passed a new relief package of $484 billion worth of additional funds to small businesses. Okay, I got my handy dandy notes here, but we're going to update you on everything, okay, and talk about the old SBA loan program, if you applied for that SBA loan program, where your funds are if you haven't gotten paid, and if you'll be able to apply again, because we know that obviously they ran out of the first $350 billion really quickly. So if you're a business owner, you're a small business owner of any sort, even if you don't have any employees, you're your only employee, okay, you're the only person that actually makes a salary, you're going to want to stay to the end of the video. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and smash that like button. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithm, and I would really appreciate it. Okay, so as you probably know, the previous stimulus package, along with the CARES Act, that was $350 billion, okay? It was dedicated to essentially aiding small businesses, right? The Paycheck Protection Program, otherwise known as the PPP. It ran out of funds basically really early in the morning on April 16th. So when you went to the website, it basically said there was no more funds available, okay? And a ton of companies hadn't even applied yet. I mean, I know a lot of, I had a bunch of buddies of mine that were about to apply. They hadn't applied, and all of a sudden they went to the website and it was not available anymore. Now, I know a bunch of people that did apply early on, maybe a few weeks ago, and they're still getting their money direct deposited into their bank account. They've been checking every day. So if you applied before it ran out of money and you haven't received your money yet, make sure just to continue to check your bank account, as it could essentially arrive anytime. I know that a couple of buddies of mine actually said that there was no communication at all before the money actually hit their bank account. So definitely just stay tuned if you applied again. That could hit your bank account essentially at any time. The good news really is, after 5 days of running out of money, Congress is already working to replenish the fund and get checks again out to small businesses. The Senate has approved a $484 billion relief package, okay, today, to supplement the previous amount of money. And, ultimately, this is a really good thing, okay? So at the end of the day, small businesses have been hit really hard by this, and I think it is a good thing, okay? But I'm not going to get too much into that, of my opinion. I'm more or less just going to update you on the actual funds themselves, who can apply, who can't apply, okay, and pretty much just everything update related. So the House is expected to pass this bill on Thursday, okay, being tomorrow, and Trump seems ready to sign off as well, okay? So again, I'm not going to get too much into the politics of the whole thing, as I'd rather just stay out of it on this channel, okay, and just remain neutral for the most part. So let's just go ahead and dive into a couple of the important things you want to keep in mind, and things you want to watch out for, and things ultimately that are just good for you to know. So the original amount of money with the CARES Act was about $2 trillion. I think it might have been $2.2 trillion. And the amounts were allocated to different things, okay, all the way from small businesses to stimulus checks to, avoid the COVID-19 pandemic. So those funds were allocated to many different things, all the way from big businesses to small businesses to individuals, and obviously the $1,200 check, which a lot of people have already gotten, okay, direct deposited into their bank account. And by the way, if you haven't already gotten your $1,200, it should be getting deposited into your bank account probably by the end of the month, okay? So within about a week or so, I know, is when the timeline was expected that everybody should have gotten their check, okay? Obviously, that will be a little bit different if you were getting it mailed to you, and those are some different timelines that I could definitely talk about in another video. If you're interested in that, definitely comment down below. I'd be happy to do that for you. But so again, these funds have been allocated to a bunch of different things, okay? There has been talk that Congress could be adding anywhere from $1 to $2 trillion to the relief fund. But as of right now, the $484 billion should be getting added, okay? The likelihood that goes through is actually really, really high. So, depending on what you believe, this whole thing does for the economy, again, feel free to drop in the comment section down below. I'd be happy to read what your thoughts and your opinions are. But here's the thing, okay, let's just go ahead and dive into it a little bit. Although it's passed by the Senate, some members of Congress think that we're essentially taking the country further into debt, okay, obviously. So I would love to hear your thoughts of kind of what you think about this whole thing and all the money that is getting dispersed to big businesses, to small businesses, to individuals. I mean, it is pretty unbelievable regardless what side you're on, okay? So, look, contrary to what a lot of lawmakers believe and what a lot of politicians probably believe, I mean, it is my opinion that money does not just grow on trees. But again, I'll leave my opinion there. So, okay, so about $320 billion should be going to the SBA Loan Program, okay? The rest of the $484 billion will be going to other various programs like the COVID-19 testing, okay, that's about $25 billion. Aid to hospitals is about $75 billion, and $60 billion, again, to the Small Business Administration's Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program, okay? Otherwise known as the EIDL program, which you're probably familiar with by now. Which is essentially a long-standing disaster relief fund that gives government money to help companies after disasters, such as the one that we're in right now, obviously. Although it's usually things like tornadoes and hurricanes, okay, and things like that, obviously this time it is a bit different. Okay, from the look of it, Congress is intending the $60 billion given to the EIDL to be used more specifically for agricultural companies, okay? So take that for what it's kind of worth. The president is also seeking much needed infrastructure, okay, investments, bridges, tunnels, broadband, tax incentive for restaurants, entertainment, sports, and payroll tax cuts to increase economic growth, okay? So again, these are all things you want to keep in mind and ultimately stay up to date on. I will say this, if you're still watching the video, payments are extremely delayed, okay? I have a bunch of buddies that applied a long time ago to the SBA loan program that still have not received their payment. So, for what it's worth, I mean, things are really behind in my opinion right now. There's a lot of people that haven't gotten paid. A lot of people haven't gotten their $1,200 check. A lot of people haven't gotten their SBA loan. And really pretty much all stimulus, money related, okay? A lot of people are delayed on getting their payment. I will link in the description down below where you can check your status for the EIDL program and the PPP program. So definitely go to that link, check it out if you applied already in the last round, the $350 billion fund, and you haven't gotten your money yet, again, go ahead and click the link down below. I'm going to provide that for you so you can definitely go check and see what the status is of your loan. I know there's some people that applied through an expedited a landing page or whatever, or website, and for whatever reason, if you applied through the expedited one, you can't actually check your status online. You can only call the 1-800 number. So I'll also include the 1-800 number down below so you can go ahead and give them a call. Again, if you haven't gotten your funds, definitely reach out to them and see where the heck your funds are, okay? And just remember, the PPP and the EIDL are very similar, but they're actually very different programs as well, okay? PPP loans can be as large as $10 million, and they're intended to be used to cover 8 weeks of payroll, okay? Hence the name, the Payroll Protection Program, okay? These loans can be used on operational expenses, but keep in mind that you do need to spend 75% of the loan on actual payroll expenses in order for them to be forgiven, okay? That is something major that you want to consider, again, if you've already applied or if you're about to apply. So I'm going to kind of explain to you a little bit what economic injury disaster loans actually are, okay? And essentially, what they can be used for. So an EIDL loan can be used on payroll costs, employee benefits, fixed debts, such as mortgages, rents, or leases, accounts payable, and other bills. Okay, if you receive the forgivable grant, you need to spend it on those same expenses within the 8 weeks from receiving the grant, okay? In the amount of time it will likely take before the main loan comes through, all right? So just some things to remember there. And these are also called working capital disaster loans, okay? Again, the EIDL funds are issued directly from the U.S. Treasury, and you can apply right on the SBA's website. And again, I will link those links down below. Again, if you're watching up until this point, I would really appreciate it if you would smash the like button, okay? Even if you're brand new to this channel, you've never seen me before, it really helps with the YouTube algorithm and getting this video in front of more people that need to see it. And again, my name is Austin Zaback, and if you're new to this channel, typically we're talking about real estate and the stock market and passive income, personal finance, and my goal is to bring a ton of value to this channel. So I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe. And during this kind of crazy time, I'm going to continue to make stimulus videos, but overall, I probably won't make stimulus videos for much longer, and I'm going to go back to my normal posting schedule, which hopefully you enjoy as well. So again, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.